One of the reasons that I started these pre-Shabbat messages in 2020 was to help a sense of connection, which the pandemic was very much threatening, especially in 2020 when we stopped having in-person services, and that continued into 2021. However, we did return to in-person services, but we kept these video messages going, quite specifically because it's a different way for people to connect with me and with the temple. As we move into 2022, tomorrow I'll be starting my sabbatical and I'll be away for 4 full months. And during that time, I'm hoping to finish my book on environmental theology that I've been working on for the last 11 years, although working on is a bit of a stretch because there have been long periods when I haven't even considered it. But my hope is to really get that book finished, to help develop theology in a time of environmental crisis, as well as taking time for myself, taking time to explore my own spirituality. I've really realized that over the last 17 years, my spirituality has been connected in some sense with a performative aspect because I've been in charge of leading a community in prayer. And so it's fascinating having Cantor Liana here in services, giving me the opportunity to really step back and explore my own spirituality as well. So that when I come back from my sabbatical, I'll be able to connect in our prayer services in a different way, in a way that moves me even more. And that's going to be very powerful for me, I think, and for the community as well. But what does it mean for there to be no more pre-Shabbat video messages from Rabbi Neil until the month of May? Well, it doesn't need to mean that there's no connection. It doesn't need to mean that at all. In fact, we have, of course, our Kabbalah Shabbat service this evening, and we do invite you, if you're available, to come and join us. We've had a lot of debate today as to whether or not that service should go ahead because of the expected snowstorm this evening, but we're going to be okay. And so we encourage you to join us for that moment, a really powerful service of connection. We're even going to sing Adon Olam to a special theme tune, a special tune that is appropriate to New Year's Eve. And of course this evening, another part of the connection is that we are welcoming some people who have been to the Bet Din, who have successfully undergone a process of conversion, and we'll be formally welcoming them into our community. So that's a really powerful moment of connection as well. But what about after that? Well, tomorrow morning we are expecting a lot of snow. So our services tomorrow are totally online. And so they're going to be led by Cantor Liana, but please don't turn up to the synagogue tomorrow morning for services. There will be no in-person services tomorrow. How do we connect? Well, we connect the same way we have over the last 2 years or so of this pandemic. We connect physically for those who are able. We connect virtually for those who are able to do that. And we have some very exciting things coming up in our community over the next few months. We have Tu B'Shvat activities, an extraordinary Purim spiel. It really is extraordinary. Once again, written by Rachel and Ziva, and it is mind-blowing, and I really encourage you to participate in that. We have the Pesach Seder, which is going to be led by Cantor Liana. That's going to be another opportunity of gathering, of connection. And we'll see. We, of course, have religious school restarting on January the 23rd as well. And we are definitely hoping to have that restart in person to help our religious school kids to be physically present with each other and to be able to learn in a classroom setting. So even though I may be absent, hibernating, writing, probably doing some painting as well, and some exercising and other things, and some meditating, which is going to be really interesting for me. Even though I won't be able to connect with you over the next 4 months, there are going to be enormous opportunities for you to connect with the community. Another way of connection is Chavarim, is our pastoral care support team, who are there for you if you need support. We also have Mitzvah Core Meals, who provide meals to those in need as well. And of course, we have all of our office staff who are there for you to help connect you. As we go through from 2021, which has been a challenging year, into 2022, 2022. And even though it's a secular New Year and not a Jewish New Year, it does give us an opportunity to look forward to a time of greater connection. Our community, Temple Beth Shalom, really prides itself on connection, the connection between members. And I think it's really important for me to say that even though I will miss the community over the next few months, and I know some people will miss me too, connection with Temple Beth Shalom isn't about me. It's about each other. And so I encourage you over the next 4 months to really reach out to each other, to connect, to invite people to spend time with each other, to sit with each other in Shabbat services, to maybe share meals, to study, to join us in our study sessions, which continue, our Torah study continues every Shabbat morning as well. There are lots of opportunities to connect. And if nothing else, this pandemic has shown us that Temple Beth Shalom continues through our connections with each other. And so I hope when I return at the beginning of May, once I've waded through what I expect to be a good 1,000 or so emails, I hope to be able to hear stories of more connection, increased connection, of ways that our community has moved into 2022 connected together. This evening, we connect with Shabbat. We connect with an opportunity to pause, to reflect, and to celebrate. Celebrate the joy of Shabbat and to celebrate our newest members to our community. I hope that you'll be able to join us. That will be my final service for a few months at Temple Beth Shalom. I look forward to connecting to you then, and if not, then I look forward to connecting again with you in May. And I hope that you are able to stay as fully connected as possible in the months between now and then. I wish you Shabbat Shalom and a time of connection.